So it's been forever. Hi. I am making another vlog for you guys because I realized that my life is crazy and this is probably the only way I'm going to remember anything. I was going to make one for you last night when I was all, kept and I was clean and had, makeup and hair done and normal clothes, but then I thought, why break tradition? Let's look like this. So, here I am, it's the morning. I was way too tired to make one last night, so I am making one right now. And a lot has happened since, a lot has happened since the last time we talked. I have no editing software anymore. I deleted it because I didn't like it and it was glitching. I have yet to buy more editing software or steal it. I don't know. So, you're going to have to deal with this. What you see is what you get. No editing or cool things are going to be added to this. I have a list of things that I need to talk to you about, and hopefully I can shove it out in one session. My school, I switched programs. I am still in AP classes kind of, but I realized that the courses that I was going to take in the original predicament of my life would take way too long to meet my deadline for my secret in Massachusetts. I have no idea if I've told you in older vlogs, but next year hopefully I am moving to Massachusetts for a little while. More on that some other time. So I decided, okay, we're switching up gears with school, we're switching programs, and we're doing that, and I've got a tutor lined up. I just can't work with him until probably June. So that's when he's available and when I'm available. So, school's doing fine, pushing through it. I can talk more about that at a later date. It's really not pressing right now. Work, I have been looking for work, and I've been obtaining jobs, sort of. I sent in, this isn't that many considering Michigan, but I sent in 20 apps in 2 weeks for jobs of various kinds, and didn't receive a one. Mostly what I'm looking for is babysitting and nannying, because you can get paid well. I love kids. I love working with kids. It's something that I'm natural at. So I figured money and doing something you like is a pretty cool deal. I don't have a car right now. Probably won't have one until next year, based on the fact that I can't get work. So there's that. I have a potential serving job lined up for June. And I have work in July already for helping somebody dog sit and train their dog and stuff. But that's July. I need one now. So that's kind of, my computer's dying, our predicament with that. Can't find work. The main thing I really want to talk to you about was, three main subjects. One was that my sister was in the hospital for a very scary incident. The second is that I have had photo shoots that I can show you guys. And the third is I am backpacking through South Dakota at the end of the week. So, first one. My sister, I went to my best friend's family's farm, and we were cleaning up the yard and mowing and doing that sort of thing, just hanging out with her and her sister. And they dropped me off, and her sister was kind enough to loan me Gilmore Girls. Awesome. And they dropped me off, and then we got a call at 11 that night, 11 p.m., that my sister was being rushed to the ER because her throat had swollen. So we rushed to the ER as well, and when we got there, it was sure enough, her throat was swollen, she could barely talk, her whole left side was swollen, and she was miserable. So then we endured the next, from 11 p.m. to almost 3:30 a.m. dealing with doctors and nurses poking and prodding my sister, who's terrified of needles. And she was in so much pain, and it was because she had an abscessed tooth, and then she had an allergic reaction to penicillin that the dentist gave her. Didn't give her any of the warning signs that would suggest, okay, if you're allergic, this is what's going to happen. He was a horrible dentist, and we're never going back. So she still has the abscessed tooth, but her face isn't as swollen. She's taking better taking better antibiotics, and she's doing a lot better. But for that week, we were in the hospital, and then, funny stories about that. We were in the hospital, and there was this old man who had dementia, we believe, which is very sad, and I don't think he had any family. He was just one of the older people that kind of happens to be in that situation, but his name was Walter, and he would scream at the top of his lungs, just scream for hours on end. It was horrible. And my sister, he was one room over from my sister, and because he has dementia, he doesn't know where he is or what he's doing or what's happening, and so they couldn't get him to stop unless they put him out, which they didn't need to do because he wasn't, you know, behaving badly. He was just screaming, and he would do this. My favorite scream was the one where he would sound like an elephant because he would scream, but he would like push air through the top part of his mouth. Bad memories about that hospital. Feel bad for Walter. But she's doing better. She's doing fine. That was just a really chaotic couple of weeks, because then she stayed here, and we took care of her here, and my friend Cliff Erickson performed in town. We went to that. My best friend had prom. There was just a lot of stuff going on all at once, and it was a really tiring week. And then the next week I didn't get any sleep either, and it was just catch-up basically from the whole week that we were at the hospital and my sister was here. We were looking after her. We were all too exhausted to do anything. So the second week was catch-up, and that was horrible, and now we're on the third week. And it's been crazy. It's been crazy because I've had photo shoots, which have been amazing. Photo shoots with my cousin Taya. She's a wonderful photographer, and I can post them. It's kind of self-explanatory. They were just like spring shots with me and trees and a dress and looking like a fairy or something. So I will send those along. I will link them. You guys can go to my Facebook and see a few of them. She has to edit the rest so I can put them up. The third thing, Badlands trip is probably going to take up the majority of this extremely long video. I have been planning this for about 2 months. 2 months we've been doing this, and for a while I wasn't sure if I could go because of the financial issues of the trip, but we've pretty much got that worked out. I'm going with my best friend and then our friends Kyler and Natasha, and we are driving 16 hours in a giant van, which I'm probably going to have to drive, hopefully when we get to like the Minnesota, Wisconsin-ish area, so that it's just straight roads because it's a huge van. And we are going to go that way. And basically, yeah, pretty much it. Right now we are kind of stressing about what are we going to eat. I have most of the food planned out. Like, I have all the meal planned. I've been dehydrating fruits and vegetables and buying things to contribute to the group and making recipes for protein bars and, you know, just trying to contribute. And since I have 2 dehydrators, people are bringing their meat to me, and I'm going to dehydrate it for our soups. So, pretty much just meal plans, final shopping excursions, putting everybody's money together for gas, because it's kind of pricey with that giant van. Does not get good gas mileage. And then we're going to leave. We're going to leave on the 26th at night so we can beat the Chicago crappy traffic Memorial Day rush, and then be on our way. And we will get there sometime on the 27th. And I'm very excited. Very excited indeed. I have never gone on a trip, 1, without my parents, 2, with friends, you know, non-family members, and 3, I have never been to that side. I've never been up and to that side. That's amazing. I'm going to South Dakota. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to the Badlands. And then, so the first 3 days, we're going to be like hiking and carrying most of the stuff on us. And we do have a base camp where the van is going to stay, and we're going to have extra essentials in the van, but then we're hiking 3 days out. Then we're hiking back, and probably taking the van to the Black Hills, where our geologist buddy, Kyler, has family. So we can go play at, you know, the Black Hills, go swimming, you know, jump in some rivers, hopefully not get bitten by any snakes, and climb which one? Yes, climb Mount Rushmore. Possibly, if we're not all dead by that point, by the fact that we're going to be realizing how out of shape we are. And hopefully we don't run out of food That is the thing that I was concerned about, was running out of food or packing too much food and having it go bad. So that's been my life, has been school, job hunting, hospital stuff, family stuff, photo shoots, which have been great, and then preparing for this trip, which up until yesterday I was totally stressed out about, but now I just let go, and I was like, ha, you know, I've been on far worse camping trips than this could probably ever be, so, whatevs. It's okay. If everybody just contributes a little, we won't starve, and everything will be great. So, I'm excited. That is kind of what's going on in a very brief description. I will be taking more vlogs about preparing for the Badlands. Today is our second group meeting, and we are opening up tents and waterproofing, and everybody's going to learn the different various stoves that we have, and we're going over gear and possibly shopping today. And then I have to go work at an alpaca farm with Tasha, which is awesome. I'm excited. Never worked with alpacas before. Who wouldn't want to work with alpacas? Don't answer. So, that is my life lately. It's almost 10 o'clock, which is kind of late. I gotta go. I have to do chores and do some extra homework that I have laid out, and I have to get ready to leave because we are going to do that. It's a very full day. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I am back. I will try my best to be back. I have some friends who are bugging me, and they're like, you really need to make vlogs because we don't know what's going on in your life. So, here you are. Ooh. Make vlogs in return if you want. Comment, suggest, message. I will link my Facebook, and I love you all. You're wonderful. Have a beautiful life and beautiful existence. Be nice to mankind and all that fun stuff. And I will see you shortly. Okay? Okay. Ciao.